I like you, I'm for all of y'all. All that juice, what is new? I need water, dollar.
Hey, what's up guys, it's your girl Lexi D and I'm back again with another video. Today's video, I'm going to be bringing back a segment that was on my website. The segment was called Lextalk. Yes, Lextalk as in let's talk, but Lextalk. Lextalk was my way of venting. Whether it be music related or non-music related, it's just a way for me to get my thoughts out. I thought that bringing Lextalk to my YouTube would be the perfect way to just start a conversation, talk about certain things, bring up a discussion. In today's Lextalk video, it's gonna be a little deep. This weekend has been very, very emotional. It's been exhausting, it has been draining, it's been a lot. Something specifically triggered me into making this video because it's been bothering me the whole weekend, and I just really need to get this stuff. Here on Thursday, Friday, I was on Twitter scrolling like I usually do, and then all of a sudden I see a tweet from TMZ. If you guys know, TMZ is a gossip site. In this tweet, it said, hip-hop rapper Mac Miller, age 26, passed away from an overdose. I was in denial. Because when I saw it, I was just like, no, that's not true. That can't be true. Because he was just on Instagram last night. He was making beats. He was doing what it does. Like he was even on Twitter. He was talking about he was so ready to go on tour and everything. So I didn't believe it. TMZ has a history of saying certain things sometimes and it's not accurate. But what really confirmed it for me was when I started seeing Jid tweet about it, when I saw posts on Instagram from like Mixed by Ali. If you guys know Mixed by Ali, he's the engineer at TDE. Thundercat's tweets. Thundercat was Mac Miller's best friend. So once I saw all those things, all those posts, I was just like, yo, this nigga's really gone. The first emotion that I felt really was shock, because it just didn't feel real. For a lot of people, Mac Miller was like somebody that a lot of us listened to like growing up, like through high school. Just seeing the way he's evolved and grown has just been awesome. What really affected me about this whole passing was the fact that he was young. He was only 26 years old. I'm 23. He's only 3 years older than me, and he passed away. And two, the topic on Twitter about depression, anxiety, addiction, and all that. It was just a mixture. Those are the two main things that bothered me about this thing. Mac Miller was so young, and I don't know if it's anyone but me. I'm honestly tired of all these young folks. Sorry. I'm tired of all these young people dying. It's getting overwhelming at this point. It's just too many deaths. And me personally, I don't deal with death well. I don't deal with death well at all. When you're a fan of someone and you really connect with somebody's music and then all of a sudden something happens to them, it's a shocker. And Mac Miller from what I've heard from other people, he was a good person. Everyone's saying the same thing about him. He didn't deserve that. And two, it's just I feel like all these good people keep leaving the earth, and it's really getting to me. Even though he did live his life amazingly, doing what he loves, making music, all that, it's crazy. He was so young and he didn't get to live his life to the fullest, accomplish everything that he really, really wanted to accomplish. That's just what I'm thinking. At 26 years old, yeah, you accomplished some things, but you're still young. You still have a lot of other things that you want to do. And then the conversation on Twitter about depression, anxiety, and addiction. Because as a person that struggles with depression and anxiety, this really, I guess you would say, it triggered me a lot. It triggered me. What really got to me on Twitter and what made me really want to make this video was the conversation of that was going on Twitter about addiction, depression, anxiety, and people say like, check up on your strong friend, or make sure you check up on your loved one, do this, do that, yada yada yada. So I feel like when people pass, this conversation always comes up about check on your friends, mental health this, mental health that. But when a friend or someone actually comes to you about something, people totally disregard it and be like, oh damn. I'm not saying like your friends are your therapists. They're not your therapist, but show that you care, show that you love them, make them feel loved. You never know what could happen, man. Shit gets real quick. And I'm talking from personal experience, but I'm not gonna put my business out there. Everyone has their own thing that they're dealing with. All I'm saying is if you see signs of a loved one, or if a loved one even reaches out to you, just show them that you're there for them. Don't shun them. Make them feel comfortable. Make them feel like they have someone in their corner. You don't have to be up under them 24/7. Just let them know you're there. That's what most of us just want. To just feel like someone cares and someone loves them, so we don't feel useless or like we don't matter. That's something that's really been on my mind heavy, and I feel like I really need to get it out. I don't know if it sounded all jumbled up or it didn't really come across clear. I have to apologize. My head is still all over the place. I've had a very rough weekend personally. So I just really need to state my thoughts on this a little bit. Rest in peace, Mac Miller. I'm praying and sending positivity, happiness, vibes to his family and friends. This is going to be a very tough time. Death of a loved one, you can't really ever get over it. I mean, you can like cope and just continue to live your life, but that person's always going to be on your mind or in the back of your head. Just make sure you guys look out for the people around you. Let them know they matter. And if you know someone that's going through that stuff, just be there. I'm not saying you should be a therapist to them or anything, but just let them know you care and you love them. If you're getting into it with a family member right now, you're not speaking on speaking terms, or if it's a close friend and you're not on speaking terms, squash it, because you never know when their last day is. You know, don't let anything petty ruin what you have going for you. So, thank you everyone for watching this video. And I hope everyone has a blessed day, week, and know that you matter, even when you don't feel like you don't. Thanks for watching.